Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, Most Women Are Lonely and Have Zero Real Friends. Let's get right into it.
And no shade, but you start to recognize that you are not as important in people's lives and they do not care about you being in their life when you stop reaching out and trying to integrate yourself into things that they have going on, or finding out how you could be of service for them, or how you can help them, or how you can bring the vibes. Like, the minute that you stop reaching out to people, nobody checks on you. Nobody hits you up and say, hey, I have this going on, or hey, I have this event, I would love for you to come. Only time they do that is when they feel like your presence will be a benefit to them. That's the only time. They're not doing it just because. They're not doing it because they genuinely care about you being there and they want to include you. They're not, but they're doing it for other people. And the minute that you fall back is the minute that you can actually put that same energy and effort and showing up for them back into yourself, and watch how you literally progress. That's just really just the bottom line.
She got a point there. I mean, women got to learn that the sisterhood really doesn't care about you. You're not important, okay? Nobody's going to check on you. You see, the sisterhood wants you to sacrifice yourself for them, but they won't sacrifice themselves for you. They won't, okay? They're going to tell you, don't get a man, okay? Don't be with a man. Don't have kids. Delay having kids. Well, they're going to turn around and do something else. What did Beyonce say? All the single ladies, and she carried her ass back home to her husband. I'm just saying, you can't fall for it, okay? A lot of women do. And anyway, this girl's talking about how it feels to be lonely in your 30s. Take a look.
Nobody talks about how isolating it feels to be in your 30s, to be seeing friends and family or people that you know on social media or your timeline or wherever getting married, having kids, building families, building houses, upping their lives when it comes to their career. And if you are not doing that, if you feel like you're not in that boat right now, it could feel extremely lonely and isolating.
It feels extremely lonely and isolating. Think about those words, right? Everyone else is having kids. Everyone else is having a family. What are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? You're laying on your back with Tyrone and you're lonely. And you're lonely. Imagine that. On top of that, you're lonely. Now, this girl to me has a great prescription for all this. Just think about it. Take a look.
Are we sure we're not supposed to just interact with men when it's time to mate? Like how other species do? You know, male, female, they only interact to get one thing done. That's to reproduce, to keep their species going.
Are we sure we're not supposed to just interact with the opposite sex when it's just time to mate? Okay, it might be. Okay, but to me, it's always mating time. Okay, it's always mating time. It's hammer time when it comes to men 24/7. Women, you guys have your window, and when you need your back scratched, give me a call. Give me a call. Anyway, here's a girl. She's crying. She's in tears. Can you imagine why she could be crying over such a thing? Take a look.
It's so hard having such good pussy. Like, the burden I carry, having that on me every fucking day, like, it's so hard.
The burden you carry, having it on you every single day. It's so hard having good pussy. You know what's so hard about having good pussy? It lasts for only 20 years. So I know it might be a burden on you, but it's going to be only a 20-year burden, okay? Your good pussy is not going to last in your 40s and your 50s. I'm going to let you know. Okay, so as soon as you cross the line, you're going to be all right, okay? And if people looking at me say, what do you mean? Older women got good pussy. Do they? Have you really had menopausal pussy? Have you really had it? Okay, I've never had it before. Well, okay, maybe I have. Okay, but I've always wore condoms, so I don't know. But from what I know, we're talking about vaginal dryness. Okay, atrophy, it shrinks. Okay, they have hot flashes. Okay, this idea that women want to live a hot girl summer, you could do that in your 20s, you could do that in your 30s. It's really hard to do it in your 40s. Okay, it's really, really hard. Now, this girl I thought was just absolutely hilarious. She got a good point. Take a look.
Bitches be in these drive-through lines flirt with me like you can't get fucked. I'm really gay. Leave me alone if I fuck you. Bitches.
Leave me alone before I fuck you. Okay, stop flirting with me. Look, I know all these women are lonely, okay, and they're in heat. But girl, stop staring. I might put this wood on you, okay? I might put this meat on you, okay? Put this meat on you. Drip, drip, drip. Meat on you. It's meat on you. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
I promise you, the highest form of self-love is being a leaver.
Why are you running?
Because choosing yourself in any situation is quite literally always the right answer. The best thing that you can do is be strict. The same way that I don't want my friends, my family, the people that I love to go through anything bad or hard, why would you not have that same energy for yourself? You have to have an extremely low tolerance for what you're willing to let yourself experience and go through. And for me, it doesn't take much. Last year, I gave myself a rule that if I found myself in any situation or with any person that continuously made me feel uneasy, unsure, uncertain, just generally unsettled continuously, I needed to remove myself and unpack the details later. Because especially as women, we'll sit and we'll suffer and we'll go through so much that we don't need to go through, feeling like we need the concrete evidence, we need the answer. And I honor myself by just acknowledging that something to me does not feel right. That feeling sometimes is all you need. I promise.
You know, it's so funny to me because women trust their emotions, but their emotions could be out of whack. Okay, it could be disconnected from reality. You could be feeling one thing, but reality is another thing. Okay, so I love when I hear women say, oh, you know, I need to be for me. I got to be selfish. I got to think about myself. What do you think everyone else is doing? What do you think everybody else is doing? Everybody's thinking about themselves. And if everybody thinks about themselves, nobody's going to be happy. You know, honestly, people want you to date and sacrifice yourself for themselves, but they won't sacrifice themselves for you. That's kind of like the running trend when it comes to this. It really is a running trend. So she's always talking about choosing herself, choosing herself. Who is going to choose you if you always choose yourself? I'm not going to date a girl who just wants. She wants to take, but she don't want to give. Because that's always going to be you choosing yourself. You know, and then she talks about, oh, if a man makes me feel uneasy, uncertain, unsettled, right? Uncomfortable, on this, on that, and I feel like I'm suffering, then I'm going to back away. Baby, you might make people feel uneasy too. You might make people feel uncertain too. Everything in life, when it comes to women's purview, is that they're the victim. This happened to them. Everyone, the world, they're just the main character, and everyone else is a supporting has a supporting role. That's how they look at life. And they don't realize that everyone looks at life that way. This is why having empathy is so important as a person, because you understand what other people are going through. And if you want to be good at winning people over to your way of thinking and servicing you, you got to make it seem like you're going to service them in return, that it's going to benefit them to service you, okay? Just like a job does. Jobs make you serve them, but it's under the premise that you're going to get paid. You could pay for your bills. That's why you should work here. I'm going to do something for you if you're going to do something for me. But nowadays, when it comes to dating, it's all about what they could get. It's not about what they could give. And you wonder why they're lonely. Now, here's a girl complaining about her being lonely in her 30s as well. Take a look.
Hey, girl, what you doing? Me? Oh, nothing. Just lonely. I have been having some very strong feelings of loneliness lately. And while I hate that for me, I also know that it is extremely, extremely normal. As a single woman in my 30s, I ain't even gonna hold you. Life is great. I love the fact that, you know, I don't have to answer to anyone. There's nobody out there cheating on me, talking to me crazy, taking advantage of me. But all of the benefits of having a relationship, I also don't have. Even the ones that seem small, like just having someone there to talk to love on, to enjoy each other's company, to be a support to each other on a regular daily basis with regular life happenings. That part can get to you. I think that right now, a lot of people have that mindset of, oh, self-love is the only love that you need. And, you know, once you have that, you're not really going to want anyone, or that aspect of it doesn't truly matter as long as you love yourself. And while self-love is so freaking important, like I will scream it to the mountaintops all day long. We were made to be social and to have community and to have people to lean on and not do absolutely everything on our own. I would say that 95% of my single life I'm Gucci. Like, I'm good. Keep the men away from me. I'm living my life. I'm doing my own thing. I'm finding out who I am, what I love, what I enjoy outside of the opinions and the presence of others. Especially just to have contentment in that and not to be rushing towards having someone just to have someone. I feel like I've lived a lot of lives to the point where I know that just having anything or anybody is for the birds. Miss me with it. Like, I would prefer to have absolutely no one to talk to, no one to text, nobody saying what you doing, checking up on me, than to have a toxic situation, because that can quite literally ruin your life. But
it's so funny for women being in a relationship mean they're going to be with somebody toxic. Why is that always the alternative? I'd rather be with no one than be with someone toxic. Don't you see a pattern here? When women get in a relationship, they only get in relationships with toxic men. And they want men to improve. They want them to fix themselves. Why don't you improve your decision-making abilities? Why don't you improve your discernment? So many women get online complaining about men, but yet choose them. That was your choice. That was your decision. Guys, this is why I tell men all the time, man, honestly, like, it's best to put yourself first because women are going to do the same thing. And it's best... and this is what people think toxic is. Toxic is when they feel like you're not chasing them, putting them on a pedestal, but they don't want to be chased or put on a pedestal. They don't. They'll be bored, right? Because remember, no one or toxic, not no one or nice guy. That's not what they're saying. And she said 95% of her life, she's Gucci. Keep the men away from her. Again, every man that comes in contact with her, and she's not a virgin, so every man that smashed her has been toxic. She only opens up her legs for toxicity, and she complains about being in a relationship, although she wants someone to talk to, someone to love on, someone to be in a support system. Now, mind you, this girl has been sitting around here talking about this entire time while putting makeup on her face, and she didn't improve her face not one bit. She looks the same. She looks the same. She looks worse. She looks like she has hyperpigmentation now. What was all the makeup for? It didn't improve you in one bit. Where's the improvement? You use all this product on your face and you look worse. Respectfully, I'm just saying. Like, I don't get why women. Your skin was fine the way it was. It was okay the way it was. Anyway, like, look. To me, women fantasize about having a man because they love the D. Right? They love kissing up on somebody. They really love the sex. Let's tell the truth. Women really love the sex. They got no complaint about the sex for the most part. But they don't love the idea that they're being cheated on. No, but she said nobody's out there cheating on me. First of all, again, women think they're the victim. Somebody's cheating on you. If I go fuck another bitch, how's that cheating on you? I'm the one fucking somebody. Oh, it happened to me. I need male sexual exclusivity. No, you don't need male sexual exclusivity. Your 90's only good for 20 years. Our fucking dong could last forever. Forever, ever. Okay? So y'all can't keep up with us. Y'all only horny and in the mood for sex only a portion of the month. The rest of the month, what we going to do? Not have sex until you're ready? Everyone got to bow down to the women? Anyway, I don't want to get too far into it, but that's what I be thinking about when I hear women talk like this. Like, everything revolves around them. If they don't want to have sex, you can't have sex either. If it's the time of the month they're on the period and they can't have sex, that means no sex for nobody. No, baby, that's why God made multiple women. Okay? You're not getting cheated on. I'm exploring my other options. Anyway, this girl talks about being lonely in her 40s. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Just curious, anyone else in my shoes where you're in your 40s, I'm 43, you're single for the first time ever since you were like a teenager. I've been single for 7 months, which is the longest I've ever been single in my life. I've always jumped from relationship to relationship. My last relationship, honestly, I've been through hell and back just trying to get over that, realizing that it's better not to just jump into something just because you're lonely instead taking a step back and like trying to find yourself. And that's some hard shit, and I don't think enough people talk about that, just how crazy it is being in your 40s and being on your own for the first time ever. By the time you're that age, you think you have it all figured out, you're fucking know everything. Like, that shit is crazy when you go from always having somebody to not having anyone to lean on. Friends, yes, of course you have friends, but it's not the same as having companionship, and you gain a routine with a person, just having that person to give love to and receive love from. And it's crazy. Like, it's a rough thing to go through. And again, when you're used to going from relationship to relationship, I was married for 13 years and I'm just not used to being by myself. I realized in my 40s, I don't even know how to change a smoke alarm battery. I don't even know how to change a drill bit in a drill. There's so many things that I still don't know how to do because I never had to do it for myself. And it's been an eye-opening thing for me, and it's honestly been the worst and best time of my life, and I've been appreciating it as much as I can, just laughing at myself and just making the best of every day. But healing is different. Learning to heal solo is hard. So keep it up.
Yeah, the thing about dating for a lot of women, they love that steady attention. They like that reliable attention. In some ways, TikTok and social media is a substitute for women. Without TikTok and social media, without women being able to run online and get attention from strangers, they would be forced to be in relationships. Guys, if we really want to change the way the world is, two things need to happen and they won't happen. One thing was we need to ban birth control. Yeah, if we ban birth control, we won't be able no longer to separate sex from pregnancy. Because once we've done that in the 1960s, it's been hell since then, right? Women can no longer have the consequence of being pregnant by every man they slept with. So now they can be more careless about who they chose to sleep with. And when they choose that based on feelings and emotions, you end up in a lifelong toxic relationships like this 40-year-old woman. Who's, by the way, I'm commend her for being very honest. She's being very honest. You know, I hate to say it this way, but white women tend to be very honest about relationships. You ever notice that? She said, I'm 40 years old and I still don't know how to change a smoke alarm battery. You know what I'm saying? Black women will never admit it, but you always hear the single woman beep. You always hear the baby mama beep. In the back of their videos, you always hear it, but they'll never admit that they don't know how to do something, right? They could be making six figures and still don't know how to change a smoke alarm battery. She said she's married for 13 years. And she's essentially been monkey branching her entire life, moving from one relationship to another, one relationship to another, one relationship to another. And now she's in her 40s, finally single. And she says it's been the best time and worst time of her life. Makes sense to me. I don't think it's the best time of your life. I know two things can be true at the same time, but someone to be the best and worst in bed at the same time, does that make sense? This is the best and worst car I ever bought. Doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think it's interesting that, you know, again, for her last relationship, since she's been single for the first time, she said it was just completely toxic. How is it that every woman is always in toxic? I really think about that. How is every relationship toxic? Every single one. Without fail, no matter what race, no matter what age, every girl is being cheated on. She's in a toxic relationship. The only thing I can conclude is women don't choose well. They choose based on their emotions. And this is why the whole idea of a love marriage is so failed in this dating environment. It doesn't work. Choosing someone that you love and you like and feels good never worked historically. This is a brand new experiment that we're failing at. And since we've been left to our own devices, now people are getting divorced more. People not even having kids more. This is all in the love marriage era. When people used to have arranged marriages, they lasted a lot longer. When your family, when your father, when your uncles, when the men of your family were involved in the man that you married, women might not have felt in love with the guy, but he was a better fit for them, and it was an economic marriage. And I honestly think the world's going to return to that. We're going to return to that, or something, or people are going to be having, you know, the Uber Eats version of boyfriends. Where you go, there's an app going to be, you want to go on a date or you want to talk to someone, you hop on this app and all the available men who can talk to you or hang out with you will arrive at your doorstep within 20 minutes. That's how it's going to be. That's what I personally think. I think people are going to really get the Uber version of dating and satisfying their needs, because most people don't actually want a relationship. They want the benefits they get from a relationship. You talk to somebody, love on somebody. They want these things more than the relationship was just the medium, the vehicle to get those things. It's like most people don't want a job. They just want to be able to earn money and make money so they can pay their bills. And a job is a solution, but a job is not what they actually want. It's a solution to what they want. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Okay, y'all, is this too much to ask for? I just want a man. I want a man that's protective. A man that when I go outside, I don't have to think about nothing because I know you got my back, my side, and my front. I want a man that's going to protect my feelings. He's not going to say things that's going to hurt me or harm me. He's going to think before he speaks to me. That's what I mean by a protector. I want a provider. I want a man to provide me security, y'all. I don't mean a man that just throw money at me and buy me Chanel bags and Birkins. I don't even buy myself Chanel bags and Birkins. I don't need that. I'm talking about let's go on dates. Maybe like date night. A man that provides me with emotional support. A man that provides prayer to me. I want a spiritually strong man. A man that submits to God. Is that too much to ask for? I want a man that knows what I'm thinking before I think it. I want a man to study my body language. I don't want him to have to keep sending me money. Money. Here go this, here go that. No, I want to have my own bag. And I want him to have his own bag. So when we create something together, we have a bigger bag. That's what I want. I want a man that loves family. I want a man that cares about his mother. I want a man that respects all women, not just me. I want a man that's not afraid to be himself. And I mean his full entire self. A man doesn't always have to be a soldier. You could tell me when times is not right. You could tell me when things are not going well, when there's too much on your plate. Because I know as a man, it's hard out here for men. Men have to just be this up straight soldier who always got to provide, protect. All of these things, and no one's checking up on them. I want my man to come to me so I could check up on him. I want my man to feel like he could trust me and I could trust him. I want my man to go out and have fun with his friends, go out with his homeboys. I want my man to be able to have female friends because I want to trust my man with my life. I want to trust my man with everything. I should be able to have him in a full room of women and I don't even blink because I know my man got me. That's what I want from my man. I don't want to have to control what he do every 5 seconds. I don't want to be on top of him. I don't want to go through his phone. I don't want to be like, oh my God, my man's out with his friends, he's gonna cheat on me. Oh, he's out with his single friends. No, I want to feel so secure in my body, in my spot, in my place, in my position as a woman in his life that I don't worry about anything except for, is he fed? Is he healthy? Is his mind okay? Baby, do you need anything from me? Do you want me to pick up some slack anywhere? I want to be able to lift a heavy weight off my man. I want to be his peace. I want to be that woman for my man. Is that too much to ask for? But it's hard out here in these streets.
You know why it's too much to ask for? Because you have a tall order of things. You spoke for the last 2 minutes about all the things you want from a man, and you gave about 10, 20 seconds of lip service about the things you're going to give in return. Let me tell you what us men want in return for the tall order of things that you want. We don't want fake eyelashes. How many times we're going to tell you we don't want the bat wings? How many times we're going to tell you we don't want the fake hair? How many times we're going to tell you we don't want hair hats? Y'all have this long ass order of things you want. I want a man that's close to God. I want a man who I put him around women, I can feel secure in my spot. I want a man who's not going to say anything that's going to harm my feelings and the way I feel. I want a man that's going to know how I feel before I know it. We need to be able to read minds, protect you, be completely faithful, provide for you, take you on date nights, worship God, which I have no problem worshiping God, but not every man worships God. We need to be all these things. And what do? Oh, is there any slack I can pick up? Can I pick up any slack? It's always I want. And what are you going to give in return? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do is the response. What do you want? What do you mean, what do I want you to do? Give me a long list of shit you could do like the long list of shit you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? Is that too much to ask for? Hell yes, girl, that's too much to ask for, yo. That is a tall ass order. And on top of that, she didn't talk about how she wants to be attracted to her man. She wants him to be in shape. Y'all want so much from us while giving us so little in return. And you wonder why you can't get it. You wonder why you gotta hang out with a Pookie who got some of those things, but he ain't gonna give none of the other shit that you want, and you call him toxic. Everybody, all these women, they want to get everything they ever desired from one man. But they've never been everything a man can desire in one woman. Never been. Because guess what we want? We want a virgin with real hair, you know what I'm saying, who don't be twerking online, who don't even have a social media, right? Who don't abide to the sisterhood, because you're talking about, I want a man that respects all women. You don't respect all women. There's a woman who put her baby in the microwave. Do you respect her? No. There's Karens. Do you respect Karens that call cops on black people because they think that black people can't live in nice neighborhoods? No. So what do you mean respect all women? Women want to show up and just get respect. You don't even respect all men. Neither do I, but I'm just saying. This is what I mean. Anyway, here's a woman who's dating a married man. Take a look.
So I've been dating my secret boyfriend for a year. Yep, a year. We've been actually having such a great time. We talked about having kids. We talked about moving in together. We even talked about getting married. Like, and mind you, like, I've been very, very private about it. Like, you know. So everything's been going so smooth, but like, there's literally like one problem. He's married. He has a wife. They've been together for 16 years. And they just don't have any connection anymore, you know. And I've just been sitting here waiting because he said he's going to divorce her. And one of the good things from this is, like, she has a lot of money. So, like, she's the breadwinner. Like, she's the breadwinner. And she be giving him weekly allowances, and those allowances pay for, you know, our dates, or when he wants to treat me for clothes, want to take me shopping, if we want to take a little quick trip, like, you know. So I just be chilling, you know, whatever. So everything's going smooth, and honestly, I don't think she really even suspected us. Like, I don't think she even suspected, like, his affair or anything. But, like, recently she went on his iPad and saw explicit pictures and videos of me, which, of course, in any other woman, she would be upset. She got upset with him and served him with divorce papers. So I'm like, okay, great. They're really gonna get divorced, and I'm gonna stick beside him, because why would I leave? Like, this is what I've been waiting for. Until recently, I just got served with papers too, because I got subpoenaed that I need to go to court. Talking about, because I guess, like, she said, like, he doesn't deserve any of his money, and he says he does, and I mean, I think so too, because hello. But they want me to go there because they want to see how much she's been spending on me, how much she spends in total, and they're gonna bring up, like, the pictures and videos, and I don't want them bringing up that, because that's private to me. And so I am looking for a lawyer to represent me and help me with this case. And this is very embarrassing, because a lot of y'all bitches be sounding like that. Like, y'all literally will go to the depths of putting someone else in a certain position and think that then someone's supposed to represent you. Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? This man has been married for 16 years and supposedly has no connection with his wife, and you expect him to leave her for you, and maybe that might happen, but don't you think the same way you get them, the same way you lose them? You're going to marry a man that you caught cheating on another woman who he's been with for 16 years, clearly has no loyalty. But what do women do for men that have no loyalty? They reward them with vagina. They reward them with explicit videos and pictures of themselves. Here's a woman, respectfully, she's attractive. I'm not saying she's not attractive. She's attractive. Look at her. She's attractive. But what did she do? She takes her looks and gives it to a married man. Now let me explain. Let me say this, right? The last girl says, I want a man that respects all women. Do you respect this woman? Did this woman respect the other woman, the married woman? For sleeping with her husband, sending naked pictures of him, spending his allowance that she gives him on herself happily, and calling her dumb? You can't make this up. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.